It's like, it sounds louder. It sounds a lot light. It sounds a lot louder than it actually.
Yeah.
Sounds like somebody fell.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
Oh, it's hot. I went. Well, I loaded my truck up and crashed. It's just hot enough this afternoon.
We were at St. Louis for Metallica yesterday. The label wanted me to go up there, so we went up there, and it was like probably 80, but 110% humidity. When we got there, sunny. It was just like, oh. Then all of a sudden, thunderstorms from 4 till 9:30.
Yep.
People were just soaking wet. It was crazy.
Are you gonna kill me if I tell you that now I need to use the restroom?
Well, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm filming now.
Yeah.
I got this whole thing. I got that whole thing on. That's how the whole thing's gonna start. Is you saying, "Are you gonna kill me if I go to the bathroom?"
So you're gonna YouTube your?
Yeah, I'll edit it. This one will take me a little bit longer because it's our quality video. And I charged it. I got 4 hours of recording, so we got more than enough recording time. And then I'll take some pictures if I can.
4 hours? I thought this was more like an 8-hour tour. Is that 8 hours?
He said 30 minutes max.
2 hours.
I can be to the mushroom and back in about 20 minutes. That's getting it. I have to work back there sometimes.
What do you do back there?
Well, with the scientists when they come, I'm usually the guy that goes back and forth helping run stuff in and out. Dr. Ashley, when he's here, he's amazing.
Yeah.
I want you to meet him sometime.
Is he a geologist?
No, he's a biologist.
Okay, so he's just studying the life back in the...
He just retired. He's about to retire from Missouri Western. And he's a world-class cave biologist.
Okay.
And Tumbling Creek Cavern snail, there's a lot of cave species named after him.
Yeah.
And he studied the crayfish in our caves since 2008.
Really?
And 2 or 3 surveys a year at least.
Seeing how they're doing and what's going on.
Yep.
But you're the one that has to go back and get them, or does
No.
just go with him?
I go with him and help him. And then we've got scientists that come. I always go to make sure they don't do something till I know them.
Yeah.
And trust them.
Yeah.
Dave, I trust him completely. Matter of fact, I gave him the key finally.
Yeah.
He's moved to Rogersville. He's gonna be here a lot.
Cool.
Cool.
But with that being said, there's always need for something. Eric, you're just on time.
I'll get my shoes on.
All right. No rush. We're just gonna go into fielding first. We'll just walk down there and I'll kind of.
Hey, buddy.
I missed you this morning.
I went to Metallica last night, so me and Joe switched shifts.
Oh, I didn't get home from the reservation until 3 o'clock.
I didn't get home till 3:30.
Yeah,
I was at work at 9. I was at work by 9 though.
Wow, that's impressive.
Well, maybe 9:30.
Well, I was here by
I wanted to go see Metallica.
It was good. It was slop. I mean,
Was it?
you know. All right. Here's the thing about Metallica.
I'm a little eager for Journey.
I love Master of Puppets. Love it. I love Kill 'Em All. I love Ride the Lightning. I love Injustice for All. But I felt like after Cliff died, and I know that's the argument everyone always says, is like Cliff. But really, when Cliff died, they lost the fire in the band. Now, you would think Metallica, being Metallica, would be as tight as possible as a band could be, which is not the case. I probably counted 10 mess-ups they have, including them starting Fade to Black and one of the guitars being out of tune to the other guitar. It was awful, and I was like, "This is Metallica."
It's just music nerd talk back here.
But it's not though. But so here's the thing. Before we started, I looked at Chris and I said, "I've been wanting to see this band since I was 8, and I'm finally getting a chance to see them." And it's the 8-year-old in me is really happy. But I'm also kind of sad because, you know,
Still looking forward to Journey.
oh, Journey's gonna be awesome. They say
Just right for somebody to trip over. I've been finding a lot of spare points in this drip line this year since all that.
Hey, is that the iron that you were talking about?
No, that's cave formation there. No, that's actually that might be wood.
Because it looks so much like the other one you pulled up the color when it was wet.
Well, this might be cave formation too. I don't know. It just got that look of iron ore. That's I just want to come down to the cool before I start talking. In the big cave, it shouldn't be too loud. I took some Boy Scouts here just last week. Yeah, and boy, it was so loud you couldn't talk. Anyway, I'm sure I'll be able to talk all the way through. But if not, the one thing I want to make sure everybody knows is we've got rimstone dams in that cave. Now the dams, first when we crawl up at the back, we want to be sure if we got any metal on our eyelets, in our boots, or anything like this, or even a plastic snap, it'll scratch that formation. That's the last thing we want is a big white stripe on our show cave formation right there. The rimstone dams themselves are very frail. We're going to be stepping over a bunch of them. Some of them is kind of hard to see where they're at, but always step over them. Never step on the top of a rimstone dam. Always step over them. We got one that got broke. Somebody stepped on it, and it was Leslie, one of our first guides.
Oh.
Man, she felt bad. I always tell everybody she did it, though. She always asks, "Do you still tell people?"
Of course you did.
You did it.
Just don't do what she
No,
did.
you're just repeating historical facts.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Touching the cave walls, try not to. All you can, try to avoid it. The chert, you can grab it, but don't slide your hand across it. It makes great cutting instruments too. So there'll be a few places where you have to kind of keep your balance. I think that's it. Did you come in here the other day, Mike?
Yeah, we're not here not to fill it. No, we never went.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you need to know about this. Right here, this is probably the most significant find in the cave. That was charcoal right there.
Oh, wow.
A couple grad students come and got the charcoal out, and well, up above it, we had a bunch of deer bones, got down to buffalo bones and elk bones, and as the layers got deeper, the stuff got older. Now, the charcoal and the artifacts out of that dark layer right there, according to the archaeologists, paleontologists, and anthropologists, they believe it was approximately 9,500 years ago folks were living in this cave. And we found stuff below that line as well, so we honestly don't know how old this
How
really
far it
is.
goes down.
But it's all intact, and
Yeah.
since it's intact, that's why we stopped. I'd asked several archaeologists before I started digging in here if they thought I should, or if I should leave it on. They said, "You really not gonna," everybody went to the big cave, it was always the assumption. But once we found that, right over here, we found the Circe point. That Circe point is what puts us back to that date. It was intact, and right beside it, right back in here, there was I can't even think the name of it. An older point. Eric will know the name, but it was an older point, and it was still whole, except for it was broken manufacture.
They broke it when they were making it.
Because it was broken manufacture,
Yeah.
there's a lot of information there, because that very layer right there, what that means is somebody was sitting right over there around that fire, manufacturing the point. Apparently we haven't changed a whole lot.
Yeah.
When I've worked on something a long time and I break it, they just slam it back in the back, just like I would. So there's a story there.
That's crazy.
And there was a grinding stone right up here. Y'all probably don't know that neither. There was a grinding stone right there. It's actually, we've got it in a fireproof safe. But anyway, that grinding stone was set up there. And when I dug the clay out, that was still up there right where somebody
That
laid
is
it
so
years ago.
crazy.
This clay was up, well, this was in clay up here. All this was, the clay came out and it came down right here where this retaining wall.
Yeah.
I built the retaining wall first, then we watched it flood a couple times. Then I went ahead and put the concrete, watched it flood a couple times, and now I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to go further with the trail. I put that in next. We've watched it flood once. I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm going to proceed without doing damage. The last thing I want to do is have that washed away, because that's too important.
Yeah.
This cave goes on, and actually, I think it goes on around the bluff right there. So I'm not sure exactly how far, but the one thing for sure is anytime somebody knocked that out clean.
Really.
It may have been a natural hole, but somebody has knocked it
Yeah.
out because, well, that's a smoke hole.
Yeah.
Anytime you build a fire in a cave, air comes in,
Yeah.
smoke goes out, or you never leave if you fall asleep. But anyway, just a lot of neat stuff here. This right here is a little more modern. Those 3 rotten boards, we dug this out. That's the reason I started putting sidewalk in. I found those 3 boards, got to talking to the locals and the Fielding family. Some of their descendants showed up, and they said, "Oh yeah, when our family lived here, they put a spring box in here. That's why it was called Fielding's Cave." So that's where the cave got its name, is when they put that spring box.
Oh,
This was a
okay.
neighborhood refrigerator for years. When I found the 3 rotten, there was actually 4 rotten boards. I tried to salvage one. I carefully lifted it up, took it up, and just as quick as it dried out, it just
Yeah.
disintegrated. So we're just gonna leave them there.
Yeah.
I keep trying to find out somebody that knows how to preserve that.
Yeah.
Well, short of, I've talked to them up there at the Steamboat Arabia, and they said, good luck.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
So
there.
were
Yeah,
they-
yeah.
were they
I know what you're
covered?
talking
Did you
about.
say they were covered or they were never covered?
oh, they were covered.
Okay.
It was the clay, that was all dug out, but the water and the silt and everything had filled up over that. It was kind of buried under about a foot. I dug this out about a foot down. When I found those boards, that was when we figured out what was going on. All right, and this sidewalk isn't finished, handrail, rusty metal, not finished. Don't put your hand on top. I don't pay for tetanus shots. And definitely wash your head back in here. That's why we got the helmets on.
Go ahead. Sorry, I was just checking to make.
That's
I
okay.
wanted to see the lighting. Make sure the lighting was good.
Your camera.
I don't want to be in here and then be like, guys, all
I
that
think you're brave.
was for nothing.
Cell phone. I left it
Now,
like
right there is a blind cave salamander. There's actually an adult
Oh wow, yeah.
ready to,
You know what? There was one that was fully dark and just a smidge bigger than that in Smallin the other day. I hadn't seen one that small over there.
well, this cave is loaded, and that's why I dig that little pool over there out. Later at night, if you come in here after dark, when the light's not coming in here, you'll see a lot of these blind cave salamanders.
wow.
Even when they've still got eyes, they try to stay away from the light. All right, watch your step up here. This is all wet rock. Watch the salamanders and frogs and black snakes. I hate that. That's the one part about, I hate the first part of the cave because of the black snakes.
Do they hang out in the front?
They do. They'll find the hole sometimes. There's none here. They'll hang on, they'll wait for the bat to fly out, and that's what they eat.
Did you put this thing?
That's from Joseph Boulder.
Hi.
All right, now, there's a rock here, and there's a aluminum platform around here. The weight limit on this, I don't know what it is, but they're kind of wobbly. They will hold us, but they are kind of wobbly. Keep your head ducked even after you walk out on that. Stay ducked about halfway across, and then when we come out, you'll see why. Grizzly cave crayfish right there. Here's another one right here. Here's a larger one over here. This one from Florida.
So, was all
Oh,
of this
wow.
as it is, or did you dig anything out?
I've dug some.
So,
Holy crap!
That is so cool.
This whole room.
This
is
is
insane.
amazing.
did you get to see any of the bristly crayfish?
No, where's it at?
There's one right there.
Oh yeah, see it.
So many
And you
stalactites.
said there was, here's one, and you
Wow.
said there's a little bigger one?
There's
one
there.
there, and there's one there.
Yep.
Well, we can come in here and see crayfish now. We still haven't figured out.
I found one today.
Good, good. We've been seeing a few.
He was not that long.
The small one,
Yeah, he was just
a large
past
one.
the upper.
First large one I've seen in a while, just went in this hole over here.
And here's a little bitty one over here too. Yeah, tiny.
Now, this cave goes that way, and was kind of a puzzle when we first moved on the place. This wasn't dug out. Water would come pouring over all this, and well, I crawled back there as far as I could, and I got about 100 feet. And there's a waterfall back there, just about that far is all it drops, but it sounds like it's,
Massive,
how
yeah,
waterfalls
yeah.
are. And to the right-hand side, the passageway goes, but we didn't get back there very far. We're going straight back. Potentially, the amount of water comes out of this cave indicates it's really big. We just haven't figured out how to get on the other side of all this clay yet. We dug this out, me and Mike Sharp, we dug this out about 20 foot back, 6 foot deep. And what we figured out, well, we come out here after we dug that far, just kind of seeing what was here. And we took a steel bar, we sunk it down here 8 foot and never found the floor. This is actually filled in some since this last flood brought this clay in right there. But this floor is not solid. We don't know how deep it is, but what we do know, well, over there is a collapsed entrance.
Yeah.
That is underneath the gift shop, and that's the only reason I haven't dug all that out yet. If that wasn't under the gift shop, I'd definitely dig that out. We'd have an opening into this cave. We could start digging this clay out pretty
Get
easily.
it out of here.
Really pretty cave.
Yeah, this is especially when you come in here, it's pretty like, whoa. Yeah.
How many stalactites do we got, Eric? I forgot.
There's one for every soldier of the brigade that was lost back.
This was, Joseph Bulger called this the room of the lost battalion. This is when you read those old brochures, this is what he was talking about.
Wow.
And when Matt Foyer came, well, right over there, against that wall, you can see there's a little depression. That's bear bed. That's a modern bear bed right over there against the wall. Now over here on
Oh
the left,
yeah.
this is the one that's really large. This is what he believes potentially could be the short-faced bear. I crawled back there, and sure enough, it's a big watered-out depression. There's no bear or any animal that size in modern times that could have made that.
So right over there?
Yep, right there on the left.
Wow.
And
So-
we come
so-
in here, that guy was here, I've been gone a long time ago.
Yeah.
So there's not been any claw marks or anything found back on that lead?
No, everything in here, it's been so long. Now, modern bears, we haven't had any come in here as far as I know. We have had them in Big Cave, but not in this one.
So, and you can almost see the separation between the clay and the rock, and how much clay there is in here. I mean, it's massive. And like you said, if you went 8 foot down here, there's no telling how far deep this goes, and where you get to actual rock.
This could be as large as Smallin.
Yeah.
We're just looking at the very ceiling right here.
Yeah.
And we don't know how far that way it goes, we don't know how far that way it goes, but what we do know is, we don't know.
Just water's pushing clay in here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And every time we have a flood, it's like this came from somewhere back there, and we need to go back there and look. There may have been a hole washed out that we can actually crawl through. That's one of the coolest things about caves. They change. Even though you think everything's solid and stable, they do change all the time.
So Bulger brought a tour in here, you think?
I don't think he did. He advertised it, but I don't think he brought anybody in.
So did he, I guess did he put these?
No, we did this. Everything here, we've done all, this room was dug out.
What about that electrical light right there?
That was Bulger's. He had that run back here. Now, whether they give tours back here or not, I've not talked to anybody that said he did. But he did advertise the room of the lost battalion, but there was no way to get back here. He did blast all that out, but this was probably a work in progress. Oh yeah, this cave's full of fossils. Now, just to give you an idea, my plan is to bring a trail around the corner and right there, put reflection lights in. If you shine your light on the ceiling, or you shine your light on the floor, you can see the ripples. This would be a beautiful ripple.
Yeah.
show.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we'll do. That's part of our show cave future. But you can light something like this, and it's just amazing. And put a light back there, and you can actually see. These stalactites continue all the way.
Yeah,
back
it goes.
outside.
I can't see the end of it.
There's no end.
Yeah.
No, there's no end.
I gotta get
It
over there.
looks like there might be an opening, but they're
Oh, yeah,
intermittent.
it goes off. It goes
Oh my
on and
gosh,
on
I
and
had
on.
no,
Oh, yeah.
wow.
Like I say, even when I got back there 100 feet, that wasn't the end. You could still see back between the stalactites.
It's shall we call it, it's a pint, milk pint. It's a
You
milk
can just
bottle.
see it reflecting all the way in there.
No,
That's
pint.
just incredible.
It just continues on.
Oh, man.
One day I want to run a light back there.
Yeah.
Just to turn, just.
Yeah, just
and
see
then,
how far-
If nothing else, a flashlight, lay it down and come
Yeah.
back out and look.
Look at this, I wonder if it's broken off.
That's been broken off.
And then you see red eyes glow up.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Freak out. But inside,
How that
Yeah.
stalactite's broken off.
All right, we better head over to the other cave. There's lots of salamanders in here. This pool, at times, we've had this flood. It's been a purging for the cave. Dr. Ashley stopped by Sunday, and I was talking to him, and he said, we may have the first chance to study population diversity and how long it takes to populate a cave after this last flood.
Since it just flew back, got water back inside of it.
Now, we may have lost a big part of our population, but now we'll have numbers to calculate. That's all play.
Did you see the salamander here?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a pretty good size.
Yeah, he was too, and he wasn't taking off either. I figured the light would scare him.
So how was that concert last night?
It was good. I was telling her they were super sloppy.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, they messed up like 10 times. There was 10 instances where I was like, I mean, they came out and did Fade to Black, and James starts it on an acoustic guitar, and then Kirk starts doing the solo, and they're out of tune. And it's like embarrassing bad. Like they had to stop and go, okay, have you ever seen Spinal Tap? Because you're watching it happen right now. And it's like, it's funny, and you can tell they're like not taking themselves so seriously anymore. But at the same time, you got to be pretty professional to like. I mean, I know it was a great show. Don't get me wrong. It was great to finally see them, and I'm extremely thankful that I got to, and they did a great job, and it was awesome. But I've always, my whole life, talked a lot of trash on them and said, look, everyone talks about how great Metallica is, but Lars is a very inferior drummer, and they're just not that great of musicians, and I don't understand why.
I met anymore.
Oh, really? That's
2009.
awesome. I bet that's yeah, that's awesome.
Did you get to meet him?
No, never did.
That was good.
I bet he was awesome. But anyway, so so it was good. I when they hit the label, the management, they put me on Metallica's guest list, and it was cool. And I was like, I feel kind of bad because years of talking trash about how I loved them for the first 3 records, and then I'm just like, everything else. And I was like, I'll have to stop. And then after I was done, I was like, I'm not gonna stop, man. They just proved everything I've always said about them.
Now, where was the
It was at Busch Stadium. It was awesome. Especially being a Cardinals fan, that was really cool to see him. Plus, I was really looking forward to see how they were going to do a show in there. We're going to go see Guns N' Roses in July, so I wanted to see how it worked and where to park and where not to park. I know now where not to park.
Where was this at?
Busch Stadium.
Now, if Axel's fronting for AC/DC,
He's singing still with Guns N' Roses. Yeah. Yep. He did. When I saw him last year, I had my doubts. I said, prove me wrong, and they did. 3 hours, 5 minutes early, no breaks.
wow.
I mean, he gave everything he had. They all did. And yeah, I'm excited about this year.
How many tours did you take today, Eric?
I was back to back, I think, pretty
Yeah.
close to it. Probably, 5 or 6?
Yeah.
Something. The minute I walked in the door, you have a tour going. You want to leave all the front lights off?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like electric lights on when I climb down the water.
Yeah, I don't mind.
You knew I got bit when I took that light out back there.
Yep.
I still haven't figured out what the source of that power is. Every cave has electric rocks. Every commercial cave, somehow current will find its way into the ground, and it'll actually shock you to touch it.
Wow, really?
And it's always the hardest light to fix. Because eventually you just got to go ahead and just suck it
Get
up
shocked
and
and
just
do it.
stay with the current going through you and do what you're doing.
Oh my God.
The one at Talking Rocks is it's one of the hardest ones to get to. It's the flag.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
that's that rock is electrified.
Conductor.
Yes.
Yeah, the water's down from when it was
Oh,
when
yeah.
I was here. Yeah, big time.
This is a little more typical.
Yeah.
What looks like a green glass bottle.
There's a lot of glass.
Huh?
They're kind of like a Christian rock. They were playing at the Outland.
Oh, really? You're kind of like a what?
Christian punk.
Oh, okay.
I was like walking downtown this weekend with my son. It's like, holy cats, Emery's coming Tuesday.
That's cool. At the ballroom?
The Outland Ballroom.
Yeah.
I think
Eric, do you think we got bedrock down there? It sure looks awful bare and white.
it does.
We might finally know how tall our cape is right here.
Yep.
Wow.
I look forward to seeing it. Might come drive what? About August?
Say
Would
it
you-
again?
Think it'll come drive out August?
Oh yeah. Well, if it's still a normal year, yeah. That pool will sink down to 2 or 3 feet sometime. 2012, the water disappeared in that pool altogether. This one, it was just about a foot deep. Water never stops, it just gets really low sometimes.
And you think how to where the bottom of the water is right now?
Well, you get lower than that, probably. It's so low.
Hey, did he lose his data logger or just take it out? Because I haven't seen it here since the flood.
It was there. Oh, you know what? It did work out, didn't it?
It could have. I just didn't know
A
whether.
lot of water comes out right. I'll bet it works down. I just thought about that one. We were going to gather them up that Friday and they didn't make it back.
Yeah, that's another one.
That's not a typical colored cave salamander. That one's really yellow.
See, I've seen several that were like that. That's why I was wondering if there
Oh, wow.
How different the color is.
Yeah.
there were some that had black tails.
Yeah.
What? Oh, yeah. Are all those ram? Ooh. Oh, that's a cool one.
So they're going to be just putting the
He's beautiful. Yeah. I'm surprised to see him up there.
Yeah, he's just cool, man. Ready? What's up, man? Wow.
Wait this pool, climb up there. I'm going to go down there first, and I'll spot you. You'll step on that little lip right there, climb up, crawl across. Remember to step over the dam. Don't step on any of it.
How deep was that pool over there?
It's only about that big. No. Stay to the right. If you go to the left, it gets pretty deep. I'm really not sure how deep it is right now.
So if we're stepping over,
Yeah, step over the dam. Now you're going to have to crawl across there. You're not going to be able to stand up. By the way, that bear, that used to be the high water mark, the dirty line on his chin.
Yeah.
He did go underwater during this last
Really?
flood. The water was up to here. Never before had been over this walkway that we know
We
of.
got a lot of water.
We did. Now, one exception is stepping on dams. I've accented that a lot, not step on any. Well, when you step off here, make sure you step on this one. The reason is if you don't, well, right there, if you step on this side, it's kind of sloping, it's wet, and it's kind of slippery. You want to hear the sound effects of what happened tonight, Sharp? I heard this little sliding sound. All at once, I heard boom, and then I heard this big splash. And then I heard, yeah, you don't want to do that.
No.
Now, I did have a guest step off there, didn't listen, stepped on the side, slipped down, and it was a little different. It was a big sloshing sound, big splash, and then all I heard after that was gurgle, gurgle, gurgle. They
Yeah.
went underwater. I had to jerk them out. So make sure you step on top. All right, step off here. Now there are electric lines off the edge there too. I'll point where the light is. Just make sure you don't kick it loose with it. Right here's the thing to step on. Make sure you step on the top here. And after this, don't step on anymore. The light is right there. Make sure you don't touch it. I'll let you go up. I'll help you get up and go on the other side. Get up there on the right and kind of stay where it's not too deep and I'll get up in front of you there. The water's warm tonight.
I'd go first if you want to.
I would like to be safe in the back so that way you get to one of us. Like,
Okay.
Yeah, you can go.
oh, damn, what is everybody?
I just don't want to be the first one over there.
You good? Are you gonna watch her do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch.
Okay, for short people, that's a big step.
Actually, Eric,
I always go when I mean.
will you pass this to me? Actually, what do you mean? Just like slide? Yeah, he's right about that curved plunk. It's deceiving if you don't make it around. Yeah, that would suck. That ball.
Right?
I got it. Can I touch this wall right here?
Yeah.
I thought you said this was warm. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I know, I'm just kidding. It is actually considering. Oh, don't touch that.
Step right there. You can touch, you're gonna have to. There you go.
All right.
Just crawl across there, make sure you step over there, big sound right there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad I didn't smash the towel.
On the other side.
Look at that. All these have been broken off. Yeah. Water was really rushing. I wonder if it did that with the bear. No, it's like reaching now, but it's like people breaking them off and water breaking.
Yeah, maybe use your shoulder real quick.
Yeah.
I don't want to touch the walls.
No, I was touching the wall probably
Because
more
it
than
just doesn't really get very deep right here. But there's a big salamander over there. I like it.
I see. Oh, yeah.
And up here, check this out, Mike. I don't know if this happened recently. These are all broke off. You can see the rings in the middle. Look at it. Yeah. So strong. I bet they are.
You ever grab some, Eric?
so amazing.
You know it? You need to go to the one on
Onondaga.
Yeah, the 5-hour one. I've been trying to get a hold of him. He finally.
I did a day long
There's one
at
there.
Devil's Icebox.
He actually called me back the other day, and he gave me his direct number, and he said they're still going to do it. They're going to do it on a Wednesday. It will be at least 5 hours long, but they're going to reschedule it.
Oh, wow.
He's going to call me back to let me know.
I did a day long one at Devil's Icebox and then a half day somewhere in Pennsylvania.
You got it? Hey, so Kevin and Eric, do you think these broke off recently?
That's from the flooding.
The recent
As we
one?
go through everything, all the damage you see, that is from
From the flood.
The recent one?
Power of water and nature is evident in this cave all around.
Did you know that makes total sense? The one that's right by the Emerald Pool that's been there for a while. It probably picked up from anywhere in here.
All right.
That's really
If you serve. No, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Remember to step over the edges. I keep saying that, I remind myself.
That's what I was like, I do the same thing.
Yes, I'll show you where chert mining cut in.
Oh yeah, I've been wondering about that.
Wish I had one of these to turn lights on and off. One of these is out and I don't know which one. I need to just replace both of them.